At Amundi, investing your savings is our business. Assessing risks, sharing knowledge, seeking. Assessing risks, sharing knowledge, seeking. Assessing risks, sharing knowledge, seeking.
2-1 win, only to lose the final to France by the same scoreline. You're with 𝓤𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, your match evening commentator. Decent weather here for Flash Score, the audio commentary, wherever you are around the world. We thank you for joining. We'll also be bringing you some Euro qualifiers, including Malta and England in the big one tomorrow evening, and of course the UEFA Nations League third and fourth playoff on Sunday, and then the final Sunday evening. De La Fuente's appointment was confirmed after Luis Enrique's departure following a disappointing 2022 World Cup campaign. And his tenure got off to a flyer with a 3-0 win over Norway in Spain's bid for Euro 2024 qualification. However, the harsh realities of senior international management set in for the former under-19 and under-21 Spanish coach, whose side then lost the following game 2-0 away to Scotland. So he'll be looking for a reaction against the Azzurri. But things are looking up once again for the Italians after missing out on the World Cup, having topped a very tough Nations League group that featured Germany, Hungary and England, to feature in the showpiece finals, which come just after the end of a very long domestic season. Roberto Mancini will be looking to translate that form across all competitions, although like opponents Spain, they could only manage a win and a loss from their opening two Euro 2024 qualifiers. Prior to the last time these teams met in the 2021 Nations League semis, Mancini's men got the best of their Spanish counterparts en route to winning the delayed Euro 2020. However, there was little to separate these juggernauts in their recent meetings, since the record of the last 6 ties was split evenly, 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses apiece, suggesting this could be another tight affair as usual. The last blowout was 2012 in the Euros final. Players to watch, of course, Spain's Alvaro Morata scored their 88th minute winner against Portugal in their final group game in the Nations League to get them here. And with that being one of 6 times across his last 7 international goal-scoring outings, he's netted the match opener. Italy starting with Immobile, but should Matteo Retegui get on, his international career has started with 2 goals in his first 2 appearances for the Azzurri, one against Malta, the other one against England. Hot start, Spain have seen the same half-time result replicated after 90 minutes in 10 of their last 12 matches. Quite incredible. We'll take you through the lineups, the starting 11s. It's Italy, the current European champion, playing with a some think it's a 5-3-2. Would be more inclined to go with a 3-5-2, perhaps a 3-4-2-1, depending on how you view some of these players. It's Donnarumma who's in goal. He and 𝓤𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 are the only 2 that remain from the starting 11 that faced Malta in that 2-0 win for the Azzurri. Politano, Retegui, Romagnoli, Scalvini, Emerson, Tonali, Cristante, Pessina and Gnotto all go out of the Mancini side from the Malta game. The back 3 this evening: Acerbi, Bonucci and Toloi. Bonucci in for his 121st cap. He is the captain. On the right side, we'll see Giovanni Di Lorenzo, the Napoli captain, a historic Scudetto for the Neapolitans. On the left side, we'll have Leonardo Spinazzola, who is in scintillating form until his injury in the Euros. He's still with Roma, losing that the Europa League final against Sevilla. And he'll come up against 1 or 2 players, 1 or 2 adversaries, including Jesus Navas today. The sparring on the same wing. It is Jorginho and Davide Fratesi in the middle, the 2 pivots, Nicolo Barella and Nicolo Zaniolo. They'll play just off Ciro Immobile, who has the most goals for any Italian in his squad. 15 in 56 games this evening. We are here at the stadium of FC Twente. Spain and Italy, Nations League semi-final Uefa competition. Spain made 8 changes from the 2-0 away loss against Scotland. Only Pinho, Merino and Rodri remain from that one. Unai Simon in goal, 4 at the back with Jordi Alba, the captain, on the left, and Jesus Navas on the right. Aymeric Laporte, the City defender, he will lead this back line, and tonight making a debut is Robin Lenormand, French-born in Brittany but representing Spain after finally gaining Spanish citizenship. Rodri and Merino, the 2 pivots. Gavi, Pinho and Rodrigo, the Leeds attacker. They will play just behind Alvaro Morata, the Atletico Madrid man. 30 goals for Spain. Italy playing in the white away jersey. It's an Adidas strip. They're back with Adidas. In Spain, La Roja, also known as La Furia Roja, the Red Fury. They will be playing in the home strip. Technically the home side. The winner to take on Croatia, who defeated the Netherlands. 4-2 win for the Croatians last night. Kickoff at the 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 here at FC Twente, this stadium. Referee tonight is 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 from Slovenia. And he gets us underway. Spain kickoff going from left to right. It's already a couple of touches here for Jesus Navas. Decides to go down the wing. And it's a poor pass. That will go straight out. Spinazzola will throw. And the back line is 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, who played in the Champions League final, along with 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷. 5 interplayers picked until Bastoni was out sick. But Spain have won the ball high up. And see the box they come. It's an early chance there. And a volley eventually from Rodri after Rodrigo managed to get possession and bring it into the penalty area. Rodri, the goal scorer against Inter, looking to amplify some pain for the likes of 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷, who did quite a good job on Erling Haaland. Italy from the goal kick, playing it short. Jorginho will be one of the masterminds in midfield. You would think he's playing besides Frattesi, the Sassuolo midfielder, and for his 5th cap. Long ball sent in by Spinazzola over the head of everyone, including Unai Simon, the Bilbao keeper. 31 games in La Liga. 5 years with Bilbao now. 2 balls on the pitch, so we'll have a quick delay. Roberto Mancini, 58 years old, has 36 caps of his own as a player with 4 goals. Never quite got going. Almost sabotaged his own international career as a teenager, having a night out on the town in Manhattan when his coach at the time didn't want him to leave the hotel room, but tempted by the likes of 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, was taken out and got home at 6 in the morning and was immediately chastised by Enzo Berzot, the 82 winning coach, who never picked Mancini again. Eventually got a chance and did face Spain once as a player in Euro 88. A 1-0 win for the Azzurri that evening. Italy back with it now. Well worked by Toloi down towards 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Spain will repel that attack. They're very high up near the halfway line. The header from Bonucci, who always seems to be fit for Italy, but not quite fit for Juventus. There's a makeshift ball. Went down to Barella. Tried the back heel. A little too tricky. It's gone all the way back to Donnarumma. Spain with a very high press. Bonucci has lost possession here. Big chance! And a goal for Spain. Yeremy Pino gets them off to a flyer. In the 3rd minute of play, Bonucci might claim that he was fouled, but it was just a piece of poor play. Pino scoring his second goal in his 10th appearance. Side-footing that pass, Donnarumma finding the corner. The Italians toying with it at the back. A schoolboy error. Bonucci had it taken away, not once, but twice. The captain. First, there was simply some magnificent high pressure from the Spaniards. The ball rolled to Yeremi, and he has blasted that into the bottom corner. Magnificent finish. And Bonucci will be outraged, not just with his own defender, just a lack of concentration. The goal will stand. There was nothing wrong with either challenge that came in on the Juventus defender. And a shocker of a start for Italy, who now find themselves a goal down after 2 minutes and 55 seconds. And of course, that will settle right in the prefrontal area of the brain there for Bonucci. He will know that he's already made one mistake. Spain will know that they could pounce if they can get inside his head, already living there rent-free. Bonucci with it now, curls it out on the right boots. It's kept in quite miraculously by Barella, who finds himself on the left side of midfield, has Spinazzola ahead of it. Decides to go back to Acerbi. Jorginho in the back line now. Go out to Barella once again. Wants to corral and then play a long ball. Spain have a very high line here, so Immobile is one of those players who can time his runs quite well. So, much like today's friendly against Argentina, Messi scoring an early goal there. Spain have one here. This isn't a friendly, however. Italy now attacking. Square ball. Unable to be utilised. Italy still going. Dancing around on the right side. Spain back in big numbers. Jorginho again. Lovely ball over the top. And that will be smashed away by Laporte. Frattesi in amongst it. Italy reeling in the first 3 minutes. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 trying to create something in the box. The loser to take on the Netherlands at this stage is going to be the Netherlands and Italy playing the third and fourth player. Did see a topsy-turvy game between the home nation and Croatia. Netherlands leading 1-0. Croatia getting back on top 2-1. The Dutch taking it to extra time with the last kick of the game. And then Croatia scoring 2 legitimate goals in extra time to see it out. Fine form led by Modric and Petkovic. A couple of penalties in that game, I might add. Italy now still with the ball. Spain happy to defend for now. 7 minutes in. It's Spain 1, Italy 0. Now Acerbi needs something to go to. Sends it in. It's over towards 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Out wide again is Barella. Tries one off the outside of the boot. That's well controlled by Immobile. Pinballing around. Laporte will deal with it. Italy really do need to target Lenormand, the debutant, part of the central defensive unit for Spain. De La Fuente giving him his go, just getting his Spanish citizenship and immediately brought into the sides. One of the players that were injured, not just for Spain but also for Italy. Bastoni out with a fever, so Alessandro Buongiorno, the Torino defender, brought back into the squad after being let go. Damian Di Marco also from Inter. They are here. Italy now persevering. Out to the left, it's Spinazzola. It's a shadow of himself from a couple of years ago. The Roma winger again caresses that over the head of everyone. Goes out for a goal kick. And Spain let off the hook once again. If you just joined us, it's some poor decision making from Leonardo Bonucci, who has given away. Quite an easy goal. Spain scoring in the 3rd minute through Jeremy Pino, the Villarreal attacker. Got 4 in La Liga. Now he has his 2nd for La Roja. And again, the space opens up at the back. Sent out by Simon. Spain getting forward in big numbers. Desperate tackle at the back. Just relieving the pressure for the Italians. And now Spain in midfield, dominating possession. Rodri. But possession unable to be brought forwards. Marino giving that up. Immobile looking to break the line with a run. Spain trying to time their offside trap. Forward the back for them. One ball comes from Spinazzola. Across is Laporte. The woman's back there. Back to goal now is Immobile. Dish that off. Jorginho centrally goes out to the left again. Barella and Spinazzola conspiring up against it's Rodrigo and Jordi Alba out there. Now the ball over the top. Half a chance here. And did that hit an arm? Because the volley came and the referee's pointed. Looks like to the spot. Italy have a penalty. Some improvisation playing part here. A chip over the top. Zaniolo trying to hook that back centrally towards the spot, and in the end they've got a kick from that. And Zaniolo got in behind, and yes, it did strike the arm. Struck the arm off. That is 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, the debutant, giving that away. So now Unai Simon, his first real mission of this game is to deny Ciro Immobile getting his 16th international goal. From 12 yards, Italy with a chance to get the 2nd goal of the game and their first to get back on level terms. It is a Lazio striker, Immobile, who makes no mistake. This is a 1-1 scoreline now in the 11th minute of the UEFA Nations League semi-final. He has ploughed that into the left side of the goal, sending Simon the wrong way. And Italy are back on level pegging with Spain. He did open up the body to make it look like he was going to caress that in to the right of goal. Instead he's gone to the left, off the instep, and beautifully done by Ciro. Many believe he shouldn't be part of the national team setup anymore, but he has earned a reprieve, I can tell you now, with Italian fans. Back to the centre we go at 1-1. The debutant giving away the penalty, and you can forgive him. It was an arm that was away from the body, but can you forgive Bonucci for the shenanigans at the back? And again, Spain with a wonderful box press there in the middle. Italy managed to evade it though, and now they rush forward in a horizontal line. This is a wave, I'd like to say, of the Azzurri, but it is the colour of white. They are in white shorts, white top, but dark socks, the Italians. 13th minute now, it's Spain 1, Italy 1. Out to the back it goes. Di Lorenzo on the right side. Did he draw the foul? Referee from Slovenia, Slavko Vincic, says yes. And the Napoli captain might need some treatment here. Jeremy Pino, the goal scorer for Spain, committed to this challenge. Now he's saying didn't make much contact, and I've got to agree with him. So Italy with a free, right side of the pitch. They're looking to take this short. They go back, and Di Lorenzo looks okay. It's back to Donnarumma. This is where Spain try and impose themselves again. It's another decent bit of play there. It has to be sent away into the stands by Lenormand. Italy going with first-time passes, and they're not afraid to go over the top of the defence. It's worked once for them in the box, with Zaniolo hooking it back and getting a lucky penalty. The throw comes for the Italians. Zaniolo chasing, but Simon will clear it up towards halfway. Header comes, picked up by Morata. Yeremi with a pass, comes back towards Merino. Now the Italians through Immobile will touch that on to the right side of the pitch. Zaniolo moves it towards 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Jorginho will backtrack. Quite a compact looking formation for Spain. Getting back in the mid to low block. Lovely ball by Chervi, swept out to 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, and Immobile needs to beat two players and won't. It's play on another referee and Spain can come away. Yeremi, Morata, lovely layoff. Italy getting back. Good pressure from both sides. Barella this time and Frattesi. They're doing okay in midfield. It's just a couple of lose your mind moments for both sides. Have given away goals. Now the long ball sent through over the top, and a little too long for the likes of Ciro, the Lazio captain. The ball back with the Spanish goalkeeper. He's out of his area. Out to the right for 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Sevilla, right-sided player, goes down towards Rodrigo, the Leeds attacker. He's had another good season, 13 goals, but his side relegated. Morata sent to the ground, so his former teammate Bonucci gets away with one, but Spain have a free kick sent towards Navas. Spinazzola gets in his way, tries to clear the danger, comes back off Navas and back behind for a Donnarumma goal kick. The last time they met was 2021, Spain winning that 2-1. Ferran Torres with a double on the 17th and 45th. Bonucci was red carded in that one. It doesn't go too well against Spain. 2 yellows in the first half, 42nd minute sending off. Lorenzo Pellegrini getting one back for Italy in the 83rd, but there was no way they were going to progress against a side like Spain with a numerical disadvantage. Of course, the more important game was the 1-1 draw that went to penalties, Italy winning that in the 2020 Euros semi-final. Chiesa in the 60th minute. He's on the bench today. Morata scoring in the 80th to send it to extra time. Olmo, Morata both missed their penalties though. Locatelli missed for Italy, but they won 4-2 on penalties. So 1-1 here at the FC20 Stadium. Left foot strike over the top of goal from 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. 37 now, 16th year with Sevilla, 4 years with City. He'll be happy. He won a Europa League and his former side won the Champions League. His teammate Rodri, the match winner against Inter. A very even game though. 3 Italians in the 3 European finals, but struck out. 3 strikes and out, in fact. Fiorentina losing to West Ham, Roma losing to Sevilla, and Man City beating Inter. Every single final intensely close. And you just think that there was one final they were going to win. It should have been Fiorentina's. Roma, the better side against Sevilla, and it's arguable who was a better side with City and Inter, but it's all about scoring goals. That's what counts. It's the main one at the end of the day. And Lukaku with a header that he just needed to put either side of Ederson, and also getting in the way of Di Marco, trying to put the goal in, the equaliser. But Rodri scoring that one on the right foot past Darmian and 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 just getting their bodies shaping out of the way so the ball could go into the corner, but it was nicely hit. And Rodri will go down in history. City players been celebrating all week. You'll see all the social media videos of Jack Grealish in particular. For now, the Italians giving away possession. Spain with a throw. The left side for them. And they're going left to right. 19th minute, still 1-1. We'll repeat the third and fourth playoff in the Nations League on Sunday at 2 p.m. GMT. The final against Croatia. The winner of this match at 7:45, same time as this evening. Also Malta hosting England tomorrow evening. I'll be taking you through that one as well. Italy defeating Malta away. Retegui and Pessina scoring those goals. Retegui also scoring in the Euro qualifier against England. That 2-1 loss at home. The first time England had won since the 60s over Italy. Now a little ball into the penalty area, and again it'll be struck, this time by Rodrigo on his left foot. Didn't have enough power on that one and just dribbled through to Donnarumma, the former Milan goalkeeper, 6 years there before leaving. And I guess they've got an upgrade with Mike Mignon, because he seems to be the world's number one, coming over from Lille. Everyone thought it was Donnarumma. 2 seasons with PSG, a couple of titles, nothing in the Champions League though. Leo Messi leaving. He scored today a blistering start against Australia within 90 seconds. Another lovely left foot curler from outside the box. That friendly finishing 2-0. Herman Petzela getting the other one. Now it's Italy again. Big chance here. Surely it has to be 2-1. And it is a debut goal for Davide Fratesi, who's beaten the trap and put that past Unai Simon. And they have turned it around. It is Spain 1, Italy 2. An unerring finish. Gorgeous ball through over the top. It all started on the left. The ball was put back into the middle and then played over the top, and this will be a photo finish to see if he is onside. Through the legs, by the look of it, of Unai Simon, and Jordi Alba just trying not to foul Fratesi. In Spain playing with such a high line. It is a goal that's nutmegged the goalkeeper. There's a VAR check. It'll be disappointing for Fratesi if it is ruled out. It looked as though both players were in line. And indeed, the goal is given, and Italy now leads Spain by 2-1. No, in fact, it's offside. It is an offside, and that must be by the smallest of margins. The look on Fratesi's face looked like he was celebrating. And he's given me the wrong signal. The Sassuolo midfielder, disappointing. Doesn't get his first goal. And there are 3 outfielders there today for Italy that haven't scored. Barella and Bonucci with 8 goals each, behind Immobile with 16. Di Lorenzo with 4, Jorginho with 5. And then it's Cherby with 1, Zaniolo with 2. It's Spinazzola, Fratesi and Toloi still need to get off the mark for Spain. It's just Merino and Lenormand that haven't scored. And of course, it's Alvaro Morata with 30 goals in his 63rd game tonight. It is superb. 8 for Rodrigo, a couple now for Yeremy Pino. Just the 1 for Rodri and Laporte. Jesus Navas with 5, Jordi Alba with 9. Spain with it now. Rodri sent over to the right side, and Navas is very deep on the right wing. No one coming over to help him, so he'll go all the way back to Lenormand. Cross for Laporte. Merino sticks it forwards. To Gavi. He'll square that up, and Rodri doesn't hit it. It's about 23, 24 yards out. Navas curls it in, back post. Oh, it's just over the head. Who was lurking there? It was Gavi, Barcelona teenager. 2 goals this season in 36 La Liga games, 4 assists, 3 goals for him at international level. It's just gone over his head. Bonucci marking up on it. Bonucci now so injury prone, 36 years old, still trying to soldier on since Chiellini has left both Juventus and the Italian international scene. He finds Bonucci. Morata comes to it, sends the ball down, and there's space at the back here. Spinazzola's forwards, squares it up. Again, it was Zaniolo trying to flick it on. Back comes Marino. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 look a little naive in their high line. Now Yeremy. Again, Spain come forward. The battle is on halfway. Italy might win a free kick here. This time it is Rafael Toloi, 32-year-old Atalanta defender, part of the Italy Euro squad that did win at Wembley. Now Spinazzola looks over the top for Barella. Decent header from the Nordman. And now Rodri can calm things down. Out to the left it goes. Alba back inside for Rodri. Was left out of the 2020-21 Champions League final against Chelsea. Didn't even get a run off the bench, but was the difference. Was the reason why City have their first Champions League and the treble. First time since their City rival Manchester United 21 years ago. And Navas out to the right. Takes a touch on the way through. Again, Spain trying to persevere. That's well done. Picked up by Jorginho, and then on the way out, there's a brick wall there for Immobile. And again, Spain just applying a little pressure. Doing okay on the right side of midfield and the centre. Haven't really seen them attack the left. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 settles it down, and again, well done by Morata. But he's gone and just caught the back of Jorginho. Italy with slightly more possession. Jorginho finishing his season with Arsenal, starting up with Chelsea, but would have been happy to see his former side Napoli winning their 3rd Scudetto. Spain have picked it up through Morata here. Might strike, and indeed he does. Donnarumma, fantastic save, and it's cleared away by Bonucci. Spain looking for their 2nd of the match. Italy have had a goal overturned. Frattesi, the decent finish through the legs of Unai Simon, was judged to have been offside. Spain with the corner. 27th minute, Spain 1, Italy 1. The 𝓳𝓱𝓪𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 Stadium, the home ground of FC Twente. Put into the middle. Took a touch off Rodri, hit the side netting, but Italy will have a goal kick. Roberto Mancini has been at the helm since 2018, and he's going back to the offside against Frattesi. It's just his upper body. So Alba doing well in the end. Mancini's in his 60th match in charge for Italy. 136 of them, drawn 15 and lost 8, 61% winning percentage. Former Man City coach, won their first premiership in a long time. Fiorentina, Lazio, Inter, Galatasaray, Zenit. So the Galatasaray attacker out there tonight, 5 goals in the Turkish Super League for Zaniolo. Got 1 for Roma before switching in January. And there's some hands-on between Zaniolo, who has And a free kick against Jordi Alba. So from the right side of the pitch, about 10 yards in, and about 40 yards away from the byline. Simon is well off his line. Spain sitting about 4 or 5 yards in front of the penalty area. The ball sent in. And that's come off the head of Rodri, I think. Off Laporte. Immobile wants a corner kick, but Italy won't have one. Now, it did come off Laporte, unless it took a nick off Immobile before it went out. Italy perhaps hard done by. But Spain won't care. Simon decides to send it over. Really nice delivery to find Morata. Deadly finish from Yeremy Pino got us underway. And the reply from the spots. Lenormand with a, I don't want to say it was an outstretched arm, it was just a flick back from Zaniolo that caught him unaware. And the debutant, a little misfortune there, just to sour his special moment. But since then, Italy scoring through 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, that was ruled out. And Jordi Alba will be delighted with that because he wants to get Spain through to a final. They haven't won anything since 2012. Now Rodrigo back for Navas, inside for Rodri. Good pivot turn. Now evade 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷. Inside it goes for Merino, who's with the Real Sociedad. In his 14th game for Spain. 9 assists this season with 3 goals for Mikel Merino. Spain with it on the halfway line. Tuck it out to the right side for Navas again. Well marshalled by Barella, who's given that role just to sit on that left side of midfield for Italy. Here's an outlet, but Italy have given it away again. Spain with some quick passing. This time Bonucci gets a foot in the way. It's back with Navas, 40 yards out, edging forwards. Again, Rodri finds Merino. There's Gavi in front of him. Instead, goes out to Navas. Good ball in, but it's a header. It's put over the top there. Jorginho doing the defensive duties. 2 years with Verona, 5 with Napoli, 5 with Chelsea, 4.5 I guess we could call it, in 6 months with Arsenal. Couldn't get them over the line, but overall 41 games played, 3 goals and an assist. Not his best season, but not his worst. Now Yeremy will take this corner from the right side for Spain. Wants to go short. Spinazzola's out there patrolling, so sends it into the middle. That's well done by Yeremy, and again the header comes this time from 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷, staggering around. It was Immobile back there trying to do his best to help out his backline. Spain losing 2-0 to Scotland. McTominay brace was their last outing. He did win Luis de la Fuente's debut in charge. 3-0 with Olmo and Joselu with a double. To get here, they sealed their place in the semi-finals with a 1-0 away win over Portugal thanks to Morata. Italy with a free kick win here. Rodrigo keeping that away. Italy in their own half. Cherby coming in and Rodrigo handling the ball as he dove over the top of it. Cherby will take. He'll send it long. It's about 50-60 metres down the pitch. Cleaned up well though. Lenormand recovering. Now full of confidence. Navas will curl that one down the line. Linesman doesn't flag. It stayed in. Getting back is Jorginho, but shoved over by Gavi. Gavi yet to really make his mark in this one. De La Fuente's third game in charge, taking over from Luis Enrique. De La Fuente actually saying Spain are going to play as if it's his last game in charge. He wants to make sure they get to the final and see if they can go one better than they did in 2021 against France. No Nico Williams, it was dropped for this one, as was David Garcia from Osasuna. Fati and Nacho Fernandez brought into the squad. Now Navas. Out wide is Jeremy, sends it in again. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 will head it back to safety. This will be another corner. But initially, Mancini called up 𝓣𝓱𝓪𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 as a defender with Buongiorno, Florenzi, Gatti, also Locatelli. No Tonali, he's with the Italy under-21 squad for the Euros. They start later this month. Short corner here. Jeremy finds Navas. Back to Jeremy, but they're backtracking. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Pessina and Berardi left the training camp in Coverciano, just in Florence. Those that don't know where Italy train. To the right side, Di Lorenzo hooks it forward. That's a wonderful ball. There's two Italians there. Surely has to be a strike on goal, and again it's wasted, and Barella and Immobile couldn't figure it out. So Spain surviving, and it's Route 1 football there, which many don't expect from the Italians. But Spain with such a high line. Di Lorenzo able to send it long, in real danger that Mancini might want to work on. He said we too are renewing some things, not just Spain. Both sides with a very different look, but Barella just trying to side for that over towards Zaniolo, and desperation from Robin Lenormand to get that away at the last moment. They do look a little shaky at the back, Spain. Now it's Frattesi. Has the run. This time it will be used. Immobile needs to square it up all the way to the back post. Zaniolo arriving, but it will go behind. Not the best ball from the Lazio captain. And again, Spain looking light at the back, looking thin in their defending. The Italians starting to just get the edge. Their illustrious striker Ciro Immobile unable to pick out a teammate. Records for both countries. They've both lost one and won one in 2023 in the calendar year. Someone will go through to the final. If it is square at the end of the match, we'll go through to extra time, and of course penalties. Cross comes in from the left for Spain, no one there. So Italy's ball. Next up for Spain is Georgia, an away European qualifier. Italy, of course these are after the Nations League weekend is over. Italy will play in September against Ukraine, and also North Macedonia. Again, Jorginho shoved over. And Gavi, a physical presence, you could say, for the teenager. Wedged in between Rodrigo and Jeremy. Italy with a right side tilt. Jorginho, vertical passing, picks out a Spanish defender. And this is the defender that's down for Spain. I think that's Laporte. Navas will play it out. Yellow card comes for Immobile. Now, was that for the foul? Or for saying something? This referee, Stavkovincic from Slovenia, was one of the World Cup referees, and he's quite a good one. oversaw Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Korea, and also there was England. And Laporte went down. Immobile was the closest to him. He's received the yellow. And the Italy striker incredulous to that decision. Laporte still really squinting. Might need some attention. And as we turn our attention to the possibilities off the bench. Both sides with some defensive worries. Not sure if that's because they're playing a more open brand of football. There's some schoolboy errors, but some basic tactics just going vertically down. And one or two passes, triangular style passing to get around the back three of Italy, and Spain have been ripped apart right down the middle on more than one occasion. There's 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 who can play in the middle if needed. Carvajal can play on the right. Also, that's about it really for Spain. Most of the bench are midfielders. Some more talented ones there. Donnarumma's teammate Ruiz and Italy have given away in their own penalty box. What is 𝓣𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 exited so he could bring Rodri in. Pass comes in from Navas, and Spain, perhaps that's what they wanted in the end, was the corner. As we have a look at the flash score stats, Italy with the higher XG, 1.07 to Spain's 0.55. Spain on top in terms of possession by 6%, and now they're in for their fifth corner. Again, it will be Yeremy Pino. Hit centrally, a couple of Italians. They work well to get it out, but the clearance is picked up. Over the top it comes. It's Jordi Alba in the central position. Now Lenormand. Fine Marino. Can't locate his partner in crime, Rodri. Eventually he does. Zaniolo came forwards. Now the Man City midfielder go out to the left. Alba's there in front of him. Yeremy Pino. Going to be switched out. Delightful switch as well. Navas inside for Merino. Now Spain try and get it happening right on the edge of the box. Gavi out to Pino. Just playing some short passes. Happy to have the ball at their feet. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. I have to say, based on what we've seen so far, Croatia will be the favourite for this tournament. Both sides looking a little sluggish at times and out of ideas. No Balde, no Pau Torres, Diego Llorente, Koke, Moreno, Sarabia, Bryan Gil, Ferran Torres not required, Pedri injured. Spain, so many players to choose from, probably a little deeper than what the Italians have. Such an aging backline as well for Italy. Now it's Gavi, edge of the box, turns it in, and the shot comes from Morata on the left, from basically in line with the right post. And Gavi was the architect here, a vertical pass, and Morata hit it first time. He was shadowed by Bonucci, but had his measure, got goal sides. And again, Bonucci just not sure if he's the most informed defender. He's definitely the spiritual leader of those who remain in Euro 2020. Huge performance from him and Giorgio Chiellini to get Italy over the line. Italy's last title, and then shortly after that they played Spain in this tournament in the semis, and Spain ruined the 37-game unbeaten streak for Italy. Now they can come forward. Zaniolo has Immobile in front of him. Spinazzola to his left. This is Barella. Out to Spinazzola it goes. Tries to step over. Comes back in on his right boot. Barella right on the edge of the box. Wants Spinazzola to deliver. First time it goes. Doesn't quite reach the head. The volley comes, and it makes Simon fly to defend the top corner. But Acerbi left that for Toloi. Probably about half a metre over. Quite spectacular, that piece of goalkeeping from the Spanish goalkeeper. 26 years old, Unai Simon. With Athletic Bilbao, and De La Fuente is also a former Bilbao player and a former Bilbao coach. So Cortesi getting back to Bonucci and send that out for Donnarumma, who had no choice to go towards the line. He's well off his line. Spain couldn't pick it up in time and launch a 40-metre shot to hit it into the empty net. Donnarumma's back there now. Now Rodri for Morata, out for Yeremi, who's switched back over to the left side. 30 seconds away from stoppages. 1-1. Italy playing with a 5-man bank, and that defensive bank in front of them. So in defence it definitely is the two wingers that get back, similar to what Inter did against City. Dino's off, preferring a 3-5-2 back in the Euro 2000 days. Maldini and Cannavaro, why wouldn't you? Could do anything with those defenders. Marco Giuliano as well. Could be something late here for Italy. There's 1 minute of stoppages, but a yellow card will come, and there's a whole group of players there. I'm not sure who this is for. It's for Jordi Alba in the end. So I'm not sure there'll be time to take this. The statistics in the first half: Italy with the better XG to get the second goal, 1.07 against 0.67. Spain with 57% of the ball, 8 attempts to 3, and 4 shots on goal to 1, but really nothing troubling Donnarumma apart from Yeremi Pino's opener. All the corners going Spain's way. Long ball launched forward. Simon will just clear that. 1 yellow card apiece, and that's interesting because it's Alba who's been marking up on Immobile, and that is time up here. It's half time at the 𝓣𝓱𝓪𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 Stadium, the FC20 stadium here in the Netherlands, the semi-final of the UEFA Nations League. The first half ends Spain 1, Italy 1. Yeremi Pino with the 4th minute goal after a Bonucci brain fades, and then the penalty given away, the handball by Lenormand, making his debut. Has recovered quite well to see Spain through, to not concede technically again after the penalty hit by Ciro Immobile in the 11th minute. Join us for the second half on Flash Score. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back here to the Netherlands for the semi-final of the UEFA Nations League. It is Spain 1, Italy 1 at the break. 2 goals coming in the first 11 minutes. It was 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 in the 4th minute for Spain. The Bonucci error at the back, allowing the La Roja to consolidate early, and then Cherry Immobile putting away another penalty for his 16th. In Italian colours, Italy in the away white strip. And another Bonucci has since been relieved of his duties. Matteo Darmian will come in, as will Federico Di Marco, as Spinazzola makes way. Di Marco wearing the number 3. For Inter's bright sparks this season. It'll be interesting to see where Darmian goes. It'll either be he or 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. He will switch as one of those back 3. I think Acerbi would be the left side defender. It'll be Toroi in the middle, and then Darmian, who plays in that position for Inter at the moment, preferred to the likes of De Vrij and also Skriniar and D'Ambrosio. From the kickoff, he sends Angola go down, and already it's Laporte who's complaining to today's referee from Slovenia, Slavko Vincic. To the second half, it's Italy now going from left to right. And Darmian is with a nervy start. He was able to control, then send the ball over the head of Immobile. Out comes Unai Simon. He scoops that up. On the bench today for Italy, Guillermo Vicario, Empoli goalkeeper. An outstanding couple of years, which has kept Empoli up in the top division. Would have liked to see him get a run, but not to be. Donnarumma, and simply too much of a pillar to get out of his side. And Spain coming into the box, unable to get a shot off, and Italy clear their lines. From the half-time break, we just confirmed those changes. It was Rodrigo coming out for Asensio. Madrid man is back in. There's the number 10. So just the one change for Spain. 2 for Roberto Mancini in Italy. Bonucci out for Darmian and Di Marco in for Spinazzola. That should add some more drive on the left side, and Di Marco was up there for most assists in the Champions League. So he is a danger from the left side of midfield and can defend as well. There's a ruthless long-range shot. Actually scored against Inter. He was on loan at Parma. Italy playing with the 3-5-2. Zaniolo partnering Immobile technically with Barella in the middle with Fratesi, Jorginho. Di Lorenzo on the right, Di Marco on the left. Spain with the ball though, and they'll go out to their left. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, the goal scorer, is trying to tuck inside. This is good play from Spain. Rodri, direct in front of goal. Won't have a shot. The cross comes in, and is that off the crossbar? And it can't be hooked home. Spain with a big miss. Not once, but twice. Ticking over into the 49th minute. Morata with the second attempt at goal, but the ball was shipped into the back post beautifully. Donnarumma has somehow kept that out. Marino was there awaiting. He got his left foot to it, and Donnarumma stuck his hand up. And on the rebound, Morata was able to somehow swivel and turn, shoot a ball, but it's gone wide, and Italy with a big let off there. So first punch thrown by Spain in the second half. have it in midfield. Driving forward, Rodrigo. Now, Jordi Alba. He likes to get forward and operate centrally, but on the left as if he's a mezzala or a left midfielder. Spain will have a free kick. Immobile just hustling, making sure Rodri went to ground just to delay Spain's advances. Everything seems to be going their way in the first 5 minutes of the second half. It's still 1-1 though. You have to remember, 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, fabulous finish in the first half, had his goal ruled out for offsides. The way he's one-on-one with Unai Simon through the legs of the Spanish keeper, and now Spain go back heel. Asensio still coming forward, and he was well marshalled as 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 got back just in the nick of time. But again, it is Spain probing. De La Fuente saying there is no tomorrow. He wants his side in the final. Former Olympic coach of Spain in under-19s and 21s. Donnarumma now peels that out towards Darmian and struggling to get out from their back line. And again, it's Spain with a ridiculously good high press that Morata was able to have that ball, take it away from 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, and the Atalanta defender had no choice but to bring down the Atletico Madrid striker. 30 goals for Morata at international level. Former Juventus man and Real Madrid attacker as well. Donnarumma with a miracle save. Reaction save against Mikel Merino, Sociedad midfielder. And he's still goalless. He'll be disappointed he wasn't able to steer it home, but Donnarumma is one hell of a goalkeeper. Spain with a set piece. Jordi Alba standing over this. It's about 15 yards to the left of the left post and about 30 yards out from goal. Yeremi is the right-footed option. It's sent in by Alba, and again Donnarumma, he's on the ground. Oh, and somehow Spain have put that over the top from Rodri. It was an acrobatic attempt at goal, but it has to go down as another miss. Donnarumma was nowhere to be seen after making the initial save, and then Rodri just flicked it up for himself, and then almost an overhead, almost a side volley, if you catch my drift. Italy's defence absolutely in pieces at the moment. That's well done by Zaniolo. Can he spark something over on the left side? Di waits, receives from Immobile. Now the run forward comes. Frattesi's there, as is Di Lorenzo. Spain can get it away. It'll be kept in by Alba. Tries to utilise the big physical presence of Morata, who will win a free. Tug of the jersey from Jorginho. So Spain dominating this second half, and they're looking okay on the counter until 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 just got in their way. Gavi gets away from one, and now he steams forward. The burst of pace almost got him through. And Italy giving it away again. That is shocking from Darmian. Shot will come here from Morata, sent to ground by Darmian as he got back to atone for his earlier mistake. And now 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 will send it over to the right side of the pitch. Italy want it to go out, and Yeremi Pino will just kick the ball away, which will give Davide Frattesi time to be seen to by the match official. Italy getting up over Germany, Hungary and England in their group. Spain over the top of Switzerland, Portugal and Czechia. You might know them as the Czech Republic. Robin Lenormand making his debut. Navas, the oldest player for Spain at 37, and Bednar was recalled for the first time in 3.5 years. Also, Sergio Canales, Jordi Alba and Marco Asensio recalled. They didn't play in the European qualifiers in March. Fran Garcia, another debutant, Zubimendi, Merino, Carvajal, still scoreless in this Spanish squad. As for the Italians, Vicario and Buongiorno still uncapped on this list of 23. Long ball comes and it'll be seen away. There was a Cherby with a header. Gavi retrieves. Spain with it on the halfway, but everyone in the attacking half of Spain. Interestingly, no Grifo or Politano, Zaccagni, Messina, Locatelli, Emerson, Gatti, and also the Lazio keeper, Provedel, who was technically the goalkeeper of the Serie A season. Spain with it out on the right side. Back to halfway it goes. Laporte. Looks okay. A solid partnership at the back with Lenormand. Spain able to hold on to it. Both sides looking a little rusty. Almost as if these players actually want a holiday after 50 games or so in the season for most of them. It's well done by Zaniolo. Galatasaray man. 5 goals in his season. Where's the number 11 for Italy today? Spain still with it. Mikel Merino out to the left side. Jeremy awaits. Back it goes for Jordi Alba. Tried to put his ball across the ground. The Italian player's gone down. And the Azzurri will have a free. They take it quickly. And now buzzing forwards. It's Barella. Di Marco getting there. And there's 3 over on the left side. Then there's Zaniolo over on the right. There's nothing else in the middle though. Jorginho now will launch it forward. And in behind, the header comes. And it almost looked as though it was going to loop over the top of Unai Simon from 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. That's something Jorginho was just waiting for. Giovanni Di Lorenzo to get forward and try and get in behind. Very static looking defence for both countries today. 11 minutes gone in the second half. It's 1-1. Spain-Italy semi-final time of the UEFA Nations League. The winner to play Croatia, the loser to play the Netherlands. The host nation losing to the Croats 4-2. That happened last night. It ended 2-2 after 90 minutes, went to extra time, and Croatia actually scored 3 goals in extra time, but 1 was disallowed right at the end. That was the last action of the game. A yellow card comes here for Gavi. And this is for a challenge smack bang in the middle of the pitch. Barella had his jersey pulled from behind and cynical, allowing Marino to get there and take the ball away. And Barella back with it. Out to the left with Di Marco. Now Cherby to the middle with Toloi. Toloi looks as though he's gone out to the left side of the back 3. Long ball comes and Yolo can't get it. Foot by Laporte, just in the way. Won it back for Spain. Starting to get a little ascendancy here. La Roja. Alba squares that up, as does Rodri. Coming forward is Navas. Ball sent in, headed away by Fratesi. Again at Spain. Happy to enjoy most of the possession. They've got 60% of it. Out comes Cherby off his line. Lenormand giving it away. Immobile coming back very deep to collect, and Lenormand just shoving him in the back. 13 goal attempts to 4 in favour of Spain. So Roberto Mancini needs a goal. I'm sure both sides would prefer to win it in 90 minutes. Long ball comes. Good defending by Lenormand. Send it out to the left side of the pitch for Spain. Back comes Merino. Laporte's there. And he'll find Rodri. Good system. Rodri just getting back and plugging that hole in front of his defence. Looks as though Federico Chiesa, the Juventus man, former Fiorentina attacker, is getting ready to come on. He scored against Spain back in Euro 2020. And it was about this time of the game when he did it, in the 60th minute. And 𝓤𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 back for Donnarumma. He'll just clear the danger. The header comes. Now, was there an offside there? The ball didn't find its way into the net anyway from Morata, who hit it. Didn't hit it cleanly. 60th minute, 1-1. Donnarumma's hit forwards only went about 35 metres. The header coming straight down towards Morata, who is still coming back for an offside position. Italy down the left now have a throw. Still in their own defensive thirds. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 just buzzing around the touchline there. He might be due for another change. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 and Chiesa getting ready to come in. Is it Ciro Immobile? It is indeed. He's going to come out of the game. Chiesa wearing the number 14. And 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 coming in for Jorginho. It's Brian 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 of Roma. Jorginho getting through to the hour mark. Not preferred to take the penalty. Interestingly, Immobile stepping up and dispatching. So much quality across two sides, but not the game that we would have expected from former years. Brian 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, a taller kind of midfielder, can play as a central defender, and that might be something that Roberto Mancini's changing here by bringing in the likes of 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, who can sit in the middle of the defence with Acerbi if needed, or with Toloi. Immediately the ball comes forward. Chiesa sent to the ground, wants a free kick, won't get it. Spain will wrestle back possession, stick it down the right wing. The defender by Acerbi getting over, lumbering over, almost in slow motion half the time. Such a good player with his zonal positioning. So 4 changes now for Italy, just the 1 for Spain, with Asensio for Rodrigo at half-time. Bonucci at fault for Spain's goal. Now Simon given the task to clear, picked up, Italy have got it and given away quite tragically. So an Italy fan would be quite frustrated at the way this half has gone in the first 16 minutes. Spain controlling everything. Zaniolo and Chiesa forward. Lots of space between the Spanish back line and their forward line, and Rodri's in the middle to plug that hole. Jordi Alba gets it forward to Yeremy Pino.
Foul given, free kick to Italy. Pino frustrated.
Oh, it's just late. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 gets there first. More frustration for Luis de la Fuente.
Here's Rodri. Marino. It's cheaply given away by Laporte.
Strange ball. Italy have it. Let's see how long they keep it now.
Sent forward by Acerbi.
It's just a really hopeful punt forward, isn't it? We're talking about at the highest level. They need to be better with the ball here. I'm sure Roberto Mancini wants them to be better.
Well, it could be in here. Zaniolo's cross! Oh, what a save! Reactions from Unai Simon to deny 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰.
Well, they've been so quiet, and then they go and do that, create a big chance. I mean, he's looking to get power on the strike. He's looking to keep it down. He does both of those things, but he's unlucky because straight at Unai Simon, who reacts brilliantly, has to be said. But that's what they've been waiting for.
Italy's best chance of this second half by an absolute mile. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 looking on admiringly at that stop. Controlled that really well. Got it on target.
It's one of those, as the ball's coming across, your focus is hitting the target, it's keeping it down. Very easy to sky an opportunity like that, but then you have to hope that it's a metre either side of the goalkeeper and you score.
And Marino finding Rodri. Jesus Navas to Marco Asensio. Trying to go round the outside. Spain dominating the ball now. Zaniolo trying to put the Ports under pressure. Here's Pino. Here is Jesus Navas. Spain racking up the completed passing stats. Jordi Alba into a dangerous area. Italy just can't keep hold of it.
No.
Marino into Morata. Tried to dummy his man, he ended up outfoxing himself.
Yeah. Tries to stop the defender and go again, but runs out of pitch.
Another change for Spain. Gavi, another one on a yellow card, is off for Sergio Canales of Real Betis.
Keep going long to Zaniolo. It's not paying dividends, that tactic. Just simply giving the ball back to Spain.
Foul given against the Ports.
He's frustrated. He feels Zaniolo initiated the contact here, barged into Laporte. Laporte was just stronger. A bit harsh on the defender.
Takes it short to Barella. You see Roberto Mancini applauding that. Really wants to see his side have a little bit more of the ball.
It's about control. Sometimes you can control a game with the ball. You can also control a game without the ball, but I don't think Italy have done either of those in the second half.
Barella. Offside. That is frustrating.
Yeah, he couldn't get back as that ball was returned to him, Nicola Barella. With 20 minutes to go, you would think neither of these teams or coaches would want extra time. In a perfect world, you would expect them to go for it, try and win it in normal time.
Coming together, Sensio and Toloi. It was ignored by the officials. Ansu Fati getting ready after he puts his shirt on the right way.
Yeah, somebody tell him.
It's a real frustration for both managers, for Luis de la Fuente. His side's still not in front. And Mancini on his side have given away so much possession in the second half. They've barely had a kick, although they've had a big chance. They can create something in the blink of an eye, Italy.
It's the only other chance, other than the penalty, isn't it, that they've created in 71 minutes here. He would have hoped for better.
Zaniolo still trying to press from the fronts, but this is going to be tiring stuff. Here is DiMarco. That's a good-looking ball. Di Lorenzo round the back, couldn't get a touch on it.
No, it's brilliant defending. It's alert and it's incisive defending. He knew there was an Italian player behind him there, Jordi Alba. Brilliant from the captain.
Fabian Ruiz getting ready for Spain. Swung in. Another chance, falling to Frattesi.
Half a chance. I mean, it was coming at pace. There's no doubt. He's just looking for a little glance. Gets too much on it at that near post.
A double substitution for Spain. Mikel Merino off for Fabian Ruiz of PSG, former Napoli player. And Jeremy Pino, the goal scorer for Spain. replaced by another hot prospect, Barcelona's Ansu Fati. Wasn't named in the initial squad though, actually. Ansu Fati replaced an injured player. Approaching the final quarter of an hour.
I suspect there is going to be a big chance left in this game. Which way? Not so sure. Italy have demonstrated that despite having hardly any of the ball, they can cause Spain one or two problems.
We're going to make a change. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 has had an excellent game, has been really unfortunate not to get his name on the score sheet. Has indicated that he's going to have to come off. And replaced by Marco Verratti. Sent forward by Cristante. Marco Asensio trying to wriggle his way out. It's Fabio Ruiz in support. This is really good play. Jordi Alba. Here is Ansu Fati. Jesus Navas. Marco Asensio. No foul, not like a handball.
Yeah. Right in front of the referee, who has a little smile.
Canales the culprit. Sent forward by 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. The chance have dried up for Spain.
Yeah, lots of ball without that end product that every team craves.
There is Asensio. Jesus Navas did take a deflection. Ansu Fati with the layoff. It was well hit. Well blocked. Rodri down. Looking in some discomfort.
It's that left arm, isn't it, of Chiesa that catches him in the ribs. Painful one. It's a good spot by the referee.
Sneaky from Chiesa. played short. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 floats it in towards the back post. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 Navas lofts it forward.
It's all gone a little quiet out there, hasn't it, in the last few moments? That probably suits Italy better than Spain.
Cristante's ball cut out by Fabian Ruiz, who's injected some energy into this Spanish side since his inclusion. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 trying to work the angle. Ruiz back to 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. This is promising. And it was Álvaro Morata. He couldn't quite tuck it in at the near post.
Oh, brilliant give and go. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 does well to dig that out. Morata at that near post, trying to flick it goalwards. It's a Cherby, just gets a little block on it.
Into the final 10. Asensio's corner, flicked towards goal by Morata, well over the top. Bedtime might be moved further.
Yeah. One last roll of the dice for Spain to try and find this elusive goal. You can see he dominated the ball, but lack of a cutting edge, as we'll see there. Laporte.
It's been a familiar tale for this Spain side for a number of years. Oh, Zaniolo, wasteful. Spotted the keeper off his line. His teammates rather, he hadn't.
Well, it is usually a problem position, isn't it? For teams at every level, really, that person that's going to stick the ball in the net when they get chances and be ruthless with them. Neither of these nations have really had one like that for quite some time.
A booking for Álvaro Morata for dissent, I can only surmise from that. Marco Asensio looked like he was being fouled as he tried to make his way down the right.
Yeah, it is a foul, isn't it? Not spotted by the officials. He's overstepped the mark, though, Álvaro Morata, in his protests.
And that is his last action. Álvaro Morata withdrawn, and 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 will get a chance. A late comer to the international scene, just his third cap. And he scored twice against Norway back in March. His first senior call-up, 33 years old.
It's a nice story, isn't it? Shows you never too late.
Can he be the man to apply the finish? Well read by Di Lorenzo, but Spain back in possession with Canales. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 in space. Here is DiMarco. Careless.
You just wonder whether a bit of fatigue is playing its part in how flat this game has gone now in the last 10 minutes.
Marco Asensio. The driving run to 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Couldn't keep hold of it, but neither can Italy. Not for a couple of seconds at least. Lovely feet, Fabian Ruiz. Spain very much looking the more likely. Ansu Fati denied clear passage though.
Every little break in play feels like a moral victory for Italy, doesn't it, really? Stemming the flow, not conceding chances anymore.
𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, the header. Zaniolo. Here's Fabian Ruiz. Canales. Shout for handball. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 can't control. Play goes on. Italy just trying to hang on in there.
Yeah, feels that way, doesn't it? Feels like they've been doing that for quite some time. Spain knocking on the door, they just can't find that way to open it.
Jordi Alba. Ansu Fati with the dummy. Jordi Alba's cross. It's 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, deflected. And it's there. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 gets the final touch. Sent on to win it for Spain. And he's done just that.
Well, they've had one reprieve already. Must be close to being offside as this ball is struck. Seems to tap it in from very close in. It breaks beautifully for 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, but as that is struck, oh well, he has just won it. The pictures are clear, a little bit fortunate, but if either of these nations deserves to win this game, you have to say it has been Spain, and it looks very much like 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷 has written his own fairy tale here and forced his nation into the final.
Well, it's no more than they deserve, and the 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲 renaissance for Spain continues. What a story. His third international goal, only his third cap. And was it 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷 playing him onside?
Yeah, from the initial strike, the defender just couldn't get out quick enough. Final alterations now from Luis de la Fuente. He knows they're very close to playing in the UEFA Nations League final here.
They found the breakthrough, and now Italy have little time to respond. It looks like they have little energy as well.
Well, if you're Spain, you really do want your team to control possession now, control the ball as best they can. They've been doing it the whole game, really. Can they do it for a few minutes more?
Well, what a remarkable tale. 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 looks like he's won it, although this could be one more chance for Italy. Spain scrambling it away. And 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 conceding the foul. The board has gone up. 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Well, opportunity here. Send the big central defenders forward and try and create something from a set piece.
Trying to work something short here. This could be an awkward one for Donnarumma. He's dealt with that pretty well under the circumstances. It's Verratti.
Both semi-finals have produced late drama. Is there any more of it to come?
You just wouldn't put it past them, would you? They've been out of it the second half, but Spain have at times looked vulnerable. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 sends it forward towards Chiesa. Jordi Alba with the header away. We've got to say it's been another midfield masterclass from Rodri.
Rodri, yeah. Best player on the pitch by a long way. I have to say, the control that he gets on football matches, just calms situations down, but can also set the wheels of attacks in motion. Outstanding player. What a season he's had.
Yellow card for Zaniolo.
Oh, it's been a frustrating night for him. Mostly chasing defenders around without the ball. Nothing more frustrating, but he just leads with his arm. I'm sure that's accidental, but he does catch Lenormand. There's the man. Vital moment. Really fitting that it's Rodri actually that takes the strike that bounces kindly to him. Italy will rue the bad luck of it. But as I say, if either of these nations have deserved to win this tie, you have to say it's Spain. You've got to celebrate twice.
That is one of the perks of VAR. 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Be interesting to see where his future lies. Espanyol relegated. He managed to score 16 La Liga goals, though, in a struggling team. Italy still waiting to get back on track, it seems. Dimarco sends it forward. Laporte's under it. Fabian Ruiz has shown some really class touches. No foul given. Here is Dimarco. that might just be that.
There was a big opportunity on the far side for a quality delivery with lots and lots of Italian players in the penalty area. The delivery was poor.
Full time, and it is Spain who progress to the finals of the 2023 UEFA Nations League. They've been the dominant force for much of the match. Italy hung on in there, but eventually the pressure took. One that sends them to the final against Croatia in Rotterdam on Sunday. Full time in 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Spain 2, Italy 1.